Hi YouTube, this is JTrain997 and I'm back this time with my review of the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra. Toys R Us exclusive Sting Raider with Copperhead and Swamp Viper, of course Jungle Assault. And this is actually brand spanking new, just found mine at Toys R Us today. They have been on the Toys R Us website for a while, but they pretty much stayed constantly sold out, so glad to finally be able to grab mine. Of course, over here you have the Swamp Viper and Copperhead. We've actually received Copperhead in a previous 2-pack release. So, of course, up here you have the picture of both of them. Over here on the side you've got the box art. Speaking of box art, up there you have a little Cobra Fortress. Looks very nice. I'd love to get a Cobra Fortress playset. Over here you have the Pursuit of Cobra, and it says, in a remote jungle, the G.I. Joe team discovers a huge Cobra Fortress covered with indestructible armor made with a mysterious new metal. Of course, onto the back of the packaging. Of course, over here you have the two figures, and it says, pivoting fins, spinning propeller, gun turret pivots and rotates and pivots. Canopy opens and launches hidden drone for secret missions. And up here it says, Sting Raider boats patrol rivers and swamps searching for intruders. The vessels are armed with cannons and machine guns to repel invaders and launch pirate attacks. When foot patrols spot the G.I. Joe team approaching the Cobra Fortress, the Sting Raider races upriver to teach them a hard lesson in the law of the jungle. So, of course, onto the bottom of the box here. Of course, there are file cards. So it says, Swamp Viper. Swamp Vipers are Cobra troopers who patrol the waterways in jungles and swamps. They are trained in marine combat and skilled in tropical battle tactics. They can be ruthless adversaries or silent predators with equal skill. Copperhead's file card says, Copperhead pilots watercrafts for Cobra and can escape from anyone with a combination of speed, skill, and sheer bravado. He helps disperse nanomite weapons in different locations to prevent the G.I. Joe team from reacquiring them. Preferred weapon, Morrow's Industries D57A Extreme Environment Tactical Rifle for both. Big surprise there. Seems like everybody likes one rifle on the Cobra and Joe teams. So, that being said, let's pull these bad boys out of packaging. And here we have Copperhead and the Swamp Viper out of packaging. Now, a little something I wanted to make a note of really quick. Both their hands pop off incredibly easily. Now, it's not like it's anything major, but when you're putting a weapon in, it's not uncommon to have the actual hand snap off. And that was a little surprising. The only other real quality control I ran into it, and this may just be mine, is the legs on the Swamp Viper are unbelievably loose. Figures just, it just seems like they're barely on there, and the upper torso is just very, very loosely connected. But anyways, let's go on to Copperhead. Now, we already have received a Rise of Cobra Copperhead from the Walmart exclusive Gung Ho vs. Copperhead 2-pack. But this guy comes with a different gun, of course, your standard Viper gun. Of course, it comes with the exact same base. He's in a bit of a darker green paint job. He's got a removable knife down here. Fits into his right hand just fine. Has a bit of trouble going into his left hand. Oops. Let's try and get that in there really quick. There we go. See, it fits in his hand just fine. Of course, I actually really do like Copperhead. I'm surprised we got bases with this guy. He has the standard range of movement for a Joe figure. Like I said, the wrists are a minor problem, but he's going to be driving my Sting Raider, so for me it's not a huge deal. Once again, glad we got bases. Usually we don't get bases that come with the different G.I. Joe crafts or Cobra. So, that being said, let's move on to the Swamp Viper, who is over here. Not crazy about this gun. Of course, we got a lot of this when we got the Mars Trooper Walmart packs, and even the Toys R Us packs. They just usually love to put this gun with a Mars Trooper in. I'm not very crazy about it. So, get a quick 360 of the Swamp Viper. Of course, he's just really a standard Viper, but different paint job. Of course, he has a nice range of movement. Nice range of motion. Tiny removable knife here on his foot, which may fit into his hand. Yeah, it goes into his hand just fine, surprisingly, to be so small. Pulling that off and putting it back in his sheath here. There we go. Let's pull him off. I already mentioned the problem with the legs, but other than that, his articulation is fine. So, that being said, let's finally get on to the Sting Raider. And here we have the Sting Raider out of packaging and after full sticker application. Strangely enough about sticker application is that even though these numbers are already on both sides, you actually still get the sticker decals for them. So, if you have a custom project you want to work on, that's a great place to start. Of course, I have the Swamp Viper up here and Copperhead in the canopy there, as you can see. Some very nice detail on this. The Stingrader did get reissued. Uh-oh, one of the stickers fell off. The Stingrader did get reissued in the 25th anniversary line, but it was right at the end, and even though I did manage to find it in stores, I didn't pick it up, which was a mistake on my part, because now it'll go for quite a bit on eBay. Of course, that one was just a standard blue Stingrader. I actually like this camo job quite a bit more. Of course, over here you have the engine panels and you have the wheel, which makes the fan blade turn. Of course, rotating rudders. Of course, you have some pegs here for your figures to stand on. And of course, all these panels back here are removable. Give me 1 second to pop them off. They're on here tight. I'll give them that. Pop them off once. Seems like everything goes wrong when I'm on camera. There we go. Of course, up here you have the engine detail, of course, where it houses the little wheel. This should be a little bit easier now. Of course, over here and over here. There's nothing in there, so I suppose it could be used for storage very easily. Of course, you can pop them right back on, and as you've already seen them, very solid. They aren't going to pop off anytime soon unless you want them to. Oops. So let's pop all these back on before we continue the review. Boom. Boom, and last piece. Uh-oh, wrong way. Can't ever really tell with these. And that took a bit, but anyways. Of course, up here you have the gun turret that rotates. Does the full 360. Of course, it's just kind of, he's just standing in this little area right here. Quite a nice bit of detail with the gun, though. Of course, the way you actually get Copperhead in here is to pop off this canopy. Which, let's get that off real quick. So you can see him down in there. Fairly easy to get him in and out. Of course, once again, tight snaps on these guys. There we go. Of course, onto the bottom. Minor sticker detail, and of course your little mini drone, or whatever they're calling it. As you can see here. Interesting little add-on there. Of course, slides in and out of the bottom of the Stingrader just fine. So, the Stingrader will run you $20 depending on whether or not you can find it at your local Toys R Us. If you can, I'd say this is a definite pickup. It is an older reissue, but that doesn't bother me in the least. It's a great vessel. Comes with 2 figures, accessories, base. Very, very nice new paint job. And I'm actually growing to like the environment themes a little bit more. So, this is JTrain997. If you can find the Stingrader, it's a definite buy. I love it. And I'll see you soon, YouTube.